Got questions about the Mazatlán airport? Well, I've got some answers. My wife and I went through the Mazatlán airport just yesterday, so it's pretty fresh on my mind. So maybe some of my insights will be helpful to you. The way I'm approaching this, 5 mistakes you want to avoid at the Mazatlán airport. Number 1 is not being prepared to fill out the immigration form. When you get off the plane, you'll start walking down the hall, go down some steps. There's an elevator if you need it. You'll keep walking. You'll come to the first checkpoint where they check your passport and they'll stamp that with your visa. They may ask you how many days you're staying in Mexico and your purpose for being there, vacation most likely. They didn't ask me, they just did that stamp. And by the way, remember to take a photo of that stamp along with the photo page of your passport. So that if you're out and about and you don't have your passport with them, you'll have something that you can show them. Once you've passed through that first that point in the airport, you will go on to where you can pick up your bags if you had any checked luggage. At that place, you'll also receive an immigration form. And this is what I'm saying, not being prepared. There's certain information that you're asked for, and I always find it helpful to have it written down on a card or a note on my phone where it has easy access. Your passport information, the flight number that you came in on, and the address where you will be staying. And also, the immigration form has very small print, and it is in Spanish, so be prepared for that. But if you have that basic information with you already, the sounds of Mexico, if you have that basic information with you already, then it'll be pretty easier and quicker to fill that form out. And then you take that on to the second checkpoint. There'll be somebody there asking you if you have any fresh fruits or vegetables that you're bringing in. But you'll walk on up to the person in one of 2 lanes. Definitely the sounds of Mexico. They will take the immigration form, tear it in half, keep the half you have filled out, and give you the other half that has a bunch of words on it. And then this is the second mistake that you want to avoid at the Mazatlán airport, and that's not taking the red light, green light seriously. At this point, they'll ask you to push a button, and a light will turn either red or green. If it turns green, then you can pass on through. If it turns red, then you've got to stop, and they're going to check your luggage more carefully. Now, even if it turns green, you do run your luggage through the scanner, and they check it. So if they see anything, they can still open your luggage and check things out. Number 3, this brings up the third mistake you don't want to make at the Mazatlán airport, is not to be carrying any restricted items. And that's something you might want to research a bit before you actually go. But my understanding is 1 laptop per person, and also not too much photographic equipment. If they find you with things you're not supposed to be carrying in, I understand the fines can be pretty large. But once you've passed that final checkpoint, you go out the doors, you're into what some call the shark tank. There will be a lot of friendly, smiling, happy-looking people there who want to talk to you. I just don't make eye contact. I don't talk to them. I keep going. It's not rude. They expect that. You go out the doors, and then, and by the way, that's the 4th mistake, is stopping at the shark tank. Just keep on going through that. And then the 5th mistake that people sometimes make at the Mazatlán airport is thinking that they can get there and simply call up an Uber to get them to their room. The Mazatlán airport is governed by the union, so the taxis have pretty much a hold on it. You have limited options in getting from the airport to your room. You could schedule a shuttle ahead of time. You could take a colectivo, which might be the cheapest, although not the funnest way to go. But the approach that I've taken, a lot of people do, is once you come out of those doors from that second checkpoint of customs, you kind of bear to the right, and there's a taxi booth or kiosk over there. And I always have the address written down on a card where I'm going, so I can hand that to them, so there's no misunderstanding. They'll ask you how many people. They'll ask you if this is private transportation, which for us it is, and typically most people that's what you're going to do. They tell you how much it's going to cost. I think it was about 27 US yesterday to get from the airport to Centro, where we are staying. They give you a ticket. You take that ticket. Oh, did I say pay for it? You got to pay for it first. They give you the ticket, and then you turn to go out the front entrance of the airport, kind of bear to the left, and look for the guy who has a vest on, who's in charge of lining up the taxis, and just hand him that ticket, and he'll get you in a taxi, and you'll be on your way. All right, those are some of my thoughts. I hope they're helpful to you. You snowbirds out there who have more experience than I do, be sure to put your comments, observations, clarifications in the comments below. This is one of a series of videos that I am doing to retirees, to rule-breaking retirees in Mazatlán for 33 days. So be sure to subscribe and to see the others. Thank you for watching. Hasta luego.